guys, welcome to our channel. So today we will continue with ES6 feature part 6. So in this video we are going to learn about spread operator and rest operator. So in our last video we saw arrow functions, how arrow functions are different from normal functions. So still if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch it. The link is provided in the description box. So let's see today's topic, that is spread operator and rest operator. So what is spread operator and rest operator? So the spread operator is a useful and very useful and quick syntax for adding items to arrays, combining arrays or objects. So what it basically does is it spreads the array or object elements from source to destination. What it does is one to many. So it can be used for copying array, concatenating array, all these operations. So now let's see what rest operator does. So rest operator is, the rest syntax is the opposite of spread syntax. Spread expands, okay, an array into elements, while rest syntax collects multiple elements and condenses them into a single element. So it's just the opposite of spread operator. So it selects all the elements and convert into one element. So, but it is used for some specific purpose. So we will see that in the example section. And notation. So notation means the notation for both spread and rest operator will be three dots, like you can see here. So three dots, but depending upon the situation, purpose will be different. So when we will see the example section, you will be clear about the topic. So let's see. Remember one thing. So spread means one to many and rest means many to one. This is just the opposite of each other. So let's see the examples. So guys, let's see some examples of spread operator. So first we will see with context of an array and then we will see for object. So here we are taking an array A1 that is having a value 1, 2 and 3. So as I already told you that spread operator does two operations, which is copying array and concatenating an array. So we will see both the examples in this section. So first we are going to see copy an array from one array to another. So spread operator does is one to many. So here A1 is one array and we are spreading it into another A2. So for spreading we will type the syntax notation as spread operator 3 dots and A1. So here I have done the spreading part. Now I need to hold it somewhere, right? The spreaded array, I want to hold it somewhere. So as I'm spreading it from an array, so I will hold it inside an array. So now let's see the output. Let's console both the arrays and see the result. So here array 1 and array 2. So we have spreaded array 1 into array 2. Now we will see the next example, which is concatenation. Concatenation of two arrays. So we are taking an array A3, which will have 4, 5 and 6 inside it. Now I want to take another new array A4. Inside A4, I want to concatenate the two arrays A1 and A3. So again, we will just use the spread operator and spread both the arrays, and I need to hold it inside the array. And yeah, one more thing. It will only do shallow copy, not deep copy. So always spread operator will do shallow copy. So now let's see the output for A4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's concatenated into a single array. So now if another thing we can see here, one more example is if I am already having data inside an array, like A5 I have some data. 1, 2, and inside this I want to concatenate other arrays. So that also is possible. So using spread operator, we can concatenate A1 and A3 inside A5. So we will console and see the value of A5. So let's see. So it gives us 1, 2. It's 1, 2 is concatenated with the other two arrays A1 and A3. So this is the result. Now, same thing, spread operator, we will see using an object, how it behaves for object. Let's see. So friends, now let's see for object, spread operator for objects. So const, we are taking one object A. Inside that we will have name, age, and salary. And now we will spread this, we will copy this object A into another object B. So we are using the spread operator and we are spreading A, but as it is an object, so we will hold this inside an object. Yeah. So now let's console the value and check for both A and B. So we will get the console as same. So it will be for A and B, both will be same because we are having a copy of A into B. Now let's see the example for concatenation of two objects. So yeah, so we will take another object C. Inside that we will have some data ID and hobby. So now I want to concatenate A and B inside a new object. So here I will spread A and I will spread C and I will hold it inside an object. Yeah. So let's see the output, guys. So we are getting the output. It's getting concatenated inside D. So we are getting A and C. So both are concatenated. Now one more thing I would like to tell you guys, that if we are taking another object which will have the same data as A. Yeah, so D. So which will have same data values as A, but the value inside that will be different. Name will be different. We will have some different name and age will be something else. So we are having the same, A and B are having the same data, but the values of the data are different. Now I will concatenate these two. Yeah, now I will concatenate these two inside an object. So what will happen if the data is same, but values are different? What it will do? It will always print the second object's value. That is D. So D is the second, whichever you will keep in the last, it will take that value. So here D's value will be printed inside E. So it is taking name as Ninja, age as 12, and as we don't have the salary value here, so it will take it from the old object, that is A. So salary is 0. Now we will keep a salary value also here in D, and let's see what happens. In D we will keep a salary value and we will keep some value. Yeah, now we will print, we will get this D value only. So salary is 10. So when we are not giving salary, that time it is taking the old salary value from the A object. But when if we are providing it, it will take the D's value. So that means if two objects are same in data, but the values are different, it will take the second one, whichever you print in the second place, it will take that value. So I hope you're clear, guys. So next we will see the example for REST operators. So for REST operator, now we will see an example function test we are taking here. Inside, yeah, so now we will call the function test and we will pass the parameters as maybe multiple parameters will be there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will have many parameters. Now we will see that in order to pass those values, we have to take A, B, C, D, E, like that, and then we will so many multiple times we are taking the parameters and we are consoling the value like this in normally without using the rest operator. This is a normal example. So we are getting the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now using the rest operator, what advantage we get is instead of passing multiple values, for example, if you're having 100 parameters inside a function, so it's not possible to write, I mean, to have the values 100 values here itself inside the parameter list. So instead of that, what REST provides us is the REST syntax we can use triple dot with the parameters name. Yeah, like this. So as you already know, I've told you REST will always be many to one. So many parameters, but we are passing one. So here triple dot and p means it will always take the all the parameters in which we are passing inside test. So let's see the console value for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever we pass in the test inside the parameters, it will be printing all those values using REST operator. So this is one of the biggest advantage of REST operator. Now you can also access any particular value of that because it will be sending us in an array, right? So we can also take any particular value like index of 0, index of 1 and print it like this, like 1 and 2. So particular index also you can access from that. So now we'll see another example. Yeah. So we will have a const array. We are having an array 1, 2, 3, whatever values you want to keep. And then what we are going to do is inside test, normally, generally, without spread operator, we have to pass fully, right? We will pass it fully. A, yeah. So yeah, we will pass like array of 0, array of 1, array of 2. Fully we have to pass. So similarly, imagine if there are more number of parameters to pass, then it will be so much difficult, right? But this is how we do currently with, I mean, we do without ES6. That is generally. But using rest operator, what we can do is we'll just use this operator symbol triple dot and the array. So this will take the entire value of the array 1, 2, 3, 4 and give us the result. So let's see the console. Yeah. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So test is returning us 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the advantage. We can just skip. So guys, as I have already mentioned earlier that spread operator will only do the shallow copy, not deep copy. So we are going to see one example regarding that. So here we are taking const array 1. It will be an array of object. So inside array we are taking one object named A. Now we are going to copy array 1 inside array 2. So what it will do, let's console the result, console the output and check. For now it will give the same result for both. Yeah. So it is giving the same result for both. Yeah. So now let's take array 2 of 0. Inside that I just want to take the name value from the object and replace it with A. We are replacing the A value to B inside array 2. Now we will console the output and we'll check the result. So it is giving us both array 1 and array 2 as B. So this is what you have to keep in mind, that it will affect both the arrays. So before using the spread operator, you have to keep this thing in your mind, and in order to avoid this situation, always use spread operator inside iterator like map or for each, or else it will always have a shallow copy and it will change both the arrays. So this you have to know before using it. So for with today's class, this is all I have. So if you have any queries or any doubt, let me know, and write in the comment section. And if you like my video, do like, share and subscribe. So thank you for watching.